go ahead. All right, you should be good, Councillor Westgate. Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Welcome, everybody. Sorry, I'm had things screwed up here.
No worries.
We'll open the meeting, and anybody with conflict of interest, please declare it at the proper time. Can I get an approval for the minutes of the previous meeting?
I'll move.
I'll second.
John and Colin? Okay. Application number B0721. Take notice that an application has been made by 1926632 Ontario Incorporated, owners of Plan 8, Lot 298, Lot 299, Noah Municipality as 549 Simcoe Street, Township of Warwick, to sever a 621.71 meter square resident lot from the existing 1,642 square meters residential lot. And take notice that the Land Division Committee for the Township of Warwick has appointed Tuesday, January 11th, 2022 at 5:30 p.m. for the purpose of the public hearing into the matter. Due to COVID-19 restrictions, the meeting will be held electronically by Zoom teleconference. I'll ask the secretary to read the dates and places of the notice of the public meeting.
Hi, Jerry. Sorry. Thank you, Councillor Westgate. Sorry about that. I had my own technical issues for a minute. The notice of this meeting was placed on the property, on the subject property, and mailed to adjacent landowners on December 16th, 2021.
Thank you. Will you read the letters or submissions supporting or opposing the application, if there was any?
Councillor Westgate, there were letters submitted from internal departments, the planning department and the building department, which are included, I think, on our agenda for reference by the committee. So I won't read them in detail. I'm sorry, I mean, yeah, the Public Works Department. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. We'll ask the planner to explain the planner's report.
Thank you very much, everybody. I'll provide a general overview, just so I don't bore everybody with the details. But as discussed, or as already indicated, we're here about the severance of 549 Simcoe Street. The parcel in question has been, or two properties that have been consolidated on title, and therefore severance is necessary in order to facilitate the development of the new parcel that, as previously indicated, is a little over 600 square meters from the existing 1,600 combined parcel. In essence, what's going to happen is parcel A, parcel B. A sliver of parcel B is being removed, being consolidated with parcel A, which is the remnant. And then we have the new smaller parcel B, which is approximately 15 meters in width. So the two properties, or the property itself, is zoned as R1, which allows for single attached dwellings. It aligns with the official plan, which allows for, once again, single attached dwellings or residential uses on the property. As everybody was aware, the application has been resubmitted, and in part, well, in large part, due to the fact that the conditions previously placed on the previous approval were not able to be met within the 1 year period of time. And so the application is before us again. The Application was circulated to the internal departments, and the comments are consistent with those from the previous approval. There's nothing out of the ordinary here in terms of use, setbacks. The new lot will meet the minimum requirements, 15 meters as per the R1 zone, and so there's ample building pocket that can be developed. In order to, excuse me, as indicated previously, the 1 year limitation was the challenge. Just so that everybody is aware, there has been a recent change in the Planning Act as of January 1st. Unfortunately, it's not retroactive. Any new approval will have 2 years. So hopefully that makes it a little bit easier for the applicant to achieve or meet the conditions of approval. Now, ultimately, we recommend approval of the severance as presented, subject to several conditions, which are in alignment with the conditions from last year, and in alignment with the comments received from the Building Services Department, which have been agreed to or supported by the Public Works Department. I'll advise of the recommended conditions. The standard conditions relate to the copy of the deed and reference land being submitted to the Secretary of Treasurer in digital format, payment of the deed stamping fee, and importantly, a recognition that the conditions are to be fulfilled within 2 years of the notice of the decision of this consent. So being 2022, January 11th, the applicant has until January 11th or January 12th, 2024. So a reasonable amount of time to complete those conditions, the group of conditions. Specifically, these are, I'll list the conditions as presented, just so everybody's aware of them. Importantly, that the applicants enter into an agreement with the Township of Warwick for the apportionment of drainage assessments on the involved properties. This was previously completed, but it needs to be included at this time because we didn't finalize the process last time. That the severed lands be registered in the name of the interest to which they are to be added. So this speaks to that portion of the severed lands being consolidated with the other portion. That the applicant confirm that each lot is separately serviced with municipal services, water, sanitary, and storm, and that such servicing is provided by separate service laterals within its own property boundaries. Where service laterals are not solely located within the property boundaries of the lot they service, easements are to be established to the satisfaction of the Township of Warwick. The intent of this condition is to ensure that the properties are suitably serviced and that you don't have, let's say, a water line or a sanitary line traversing one property that services the other. That's the intent of that condition. Number 7, that a certified lot grading plan be provided for the remnant lot upon which is located an existing dwelling, and that all drainage be maintained within the boundaries of the remnant lots. Said grading plan must identify all structures, hard surfacing, new driveways, etc., to the satisfaction of the township, and any works identified necessary to ensure all drainage be maintained within the boundaries of the remnant lot or be completed to the satisfaction of the township. Once again, this is something from our chief building officer, and that the intent really is to ensure that grading or drainage remains with each respective property. This has been included at this point in time as moving forward. Once an approval, if an approval is granted without this condition, there would be little remedy to rectify any concerns regarding drainage, regarding the remnant parcel, because the building's already there. On the new parcel, drainage can be dealt with on that parcel because the grading plan will be provided as part of the building permit process. So that's why this condition's in that location. And then this is a little new, number 8, that spatial separation calculations completed by a qualified designer or engineer be provided to the municipality for the existing structures in relation to the proposed property boundaries. Once again, that was a request from the chief building official. That request is in order to ensure that the building, I guess, meets appropriate building code, the existing one, in terms of separation from the property boundary. So ensuring that any openings are suitably spaced and are adequately separated from the property boundary. And then finally, that a new driveway be constructed upon the remnant parcel in order to provide at least one parking space. And we recognize that the applicant has already constructed or the curb cut is already in place. However, in order to ensure a driveway is constructed, it was felt that this was necessary because if it wasn't, once the approval was granted, there would be no manner in which the municipality could require the provision of parking once this was already, if this wasn't included. That explains my report. If anyone has any questions or comments, I'd be happy to address them.
Thank you very much. We'll ask the applicant if he has anything he wants to add or point out.
I think we're good. Yeah, we've already got the driveway cut and waiting for Brad Rombos to come move the storm drains. It's just
Much the same as it was before, Paul.
yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Is there anybody from the public have any questions or comments?
There's none present, Councillor Westgate.
Okay, anybody on the committee have any questions or comments?
Nothing for me.
No,
Since we've been through it all again and we did hear from the public a little bit last time, I guess I have no questions either. And if that's the case, notice of the decision will be mailed out within 10 days from the date of the committee's decision. The appeal period is 20 days after the date of the decision is mailed. After that date, if there are no appeals filed, then the application becomes final and the property owner will be sent a notice. I'd like to thank everybody for attending, and I guess we can, if I could ask for a motion from somebody to accept. Colin?
I'll move.
Okay, and John?
I can second it. I can second it.
Whoever.
John or John?
Doesn't matter.
Is all in favor?
all right.
Thank you. There's no other business. I guess we can adjourn the meeting.